All right, got a John Deere brush hog rotary cutter mower, essentially whatever you want to call it. It is a mx10, and as you can kind of get an idea of here, it's a two blade with a center gearbox on it, and I don't know what exactly the original failure was, but these bolts here came loose, and this thing was vibrating like crazy. Actually, I guess now that I say that, probably because the blades were out of balance would be my best guess. This thing's fairly new, only a couple years old, and it is just now worn out one set of blades. And unfortunately, it's just a flimsy piece of shit, honestly. But this would be what the right hand gearbox, and it is totally and completely broken out all the way around. And then this here is like the access hole to be able to tighten up the mower bolts, and broken out around here are these, and they're not quite finger loose, but they are loose anyways. But yeah, like I was saying, mx10, it's really honestly very frustrating to me that it even has John Deere logos and shit on it, because it is made in China. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of stuff on this thing is made in China, and it's just a flimsy piece of shit. And like, okay, I know that John Deere has manufacturing facilities over there, but it would just be cool if they had a little pride and just only made shit here in the US. And if someone in China wants to own a John Deere, well, great, fantastic, make it in Moline, Iowa, or wherever it is, and ship it over there. But the top plate here is cracked out here, cracked out here, cracked out all the way around here, cracked out here. You can see it's been shifting and moving around and what have you. It's it's pretty well fucked up. And this right hand side disc, I forget what they're actually called, but the disc was pretty fucked up, so you can see the plasma cutter marks where I was just cutting it apart. This side over here, I don't see any issues yet. It doesn't look like the gearbox was walking all around. That side seems to be okay. We did get a new disc for it, or whatever the shit those are called, and then we got 4 new blades for it, and like in the cardboard box is a guard for part of the drive shaft there. And so, like I said, one disc was totally screwed, and we just cut it apart. It was kind of just easier that way. The other one here is in halfway decent shape, but it is cracked all the way around. I've already torched that one out there, and this side here isn't as bad. Looks like maybe it cracks there, stops about there or something like that, but it's hard to see because I kind of cleaned it up. But yeah, cracked all the way around there and what have you. But my plan here, what I did for this disc, was I torched out the weld and a little bit into the disc material here, torched out the weld and a little bit into the disc material, and then cleaned it up and figured I'd weld this in. And I got, come on, Hobart Ironman with Lincoln L56 35 CFH of straight carbon dioxide and those settings on it. So as it turns out, a buddy of mine stopped by and helped me remove the gearbox off of this, and there is quite a bit more damage the further we get into this. It's supposed to have this cone that's like double layered on the gearbox like so, which is obviously missing and rather, wow, that wore that out pretty darn good. Yeah, this cone here, whatever the hell, whatever you want to call it, came right out. Forgot where I was on this whole deal here, but looks like it's burning through pretty good. My plan is to weld that up and then cut out this one here and cut all the way out and cut into the corner so that I have a continuous weld around the corner, I suppose. And I'm thinking of adding some like doubler plates, maybe something like so. Whoops. Something like that. Maybe to help it distribute, or to help radius the area in which the bar is tied into the disc, because, you know, having these sharp edges, I would assume, is not helping fuck all. But I'll keep filming this as I go along, because I think it's interesting, and Buddy drew a dick on it. But yeah, I think it's interesting, and let me know what you think of this, and be curious to hear what people think.